या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लज्जारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः.
All by myself in the morning, all by myself in the night. I sit alone with a table and a chair, so unhappy there, just playing solitaire.
Marie! Hey guys! Great party, huh? And the night is still young.
Watching the clock on the shelf, I long to lay my weary head on somebody's shoulder. How I'd hate to grow older all by myself.
Marie, I thought I'd lost you.
Oh, you can't lose me that easy. Tell me your name again.
I'm Darren.
Darren, yes. You have a social media startup, right?
Yep, we go public next month.
Wow, that is great. I think George was telling me about you guys. You expect to open at about $500 million, is that right?
I had no idea the news had spread so fast.
You know, I feel like it's a little bit crowded in here. Would you want to go someplace else?
Absolutely.
Someplace quiet?
Well, my place is quiet.
Sounds like my kind of place.
On the shelf, I long to lay my weary head on somebody's shoulder. I don't want
Something wrong?
I'm sorry, Darren. I'm really sorry.
What happened?
Is it okay if I take a rain check on tonight?
Of course. Is everything all right?
You know, it's a little complicated.
Right. I get it. No problem. We'll just save it for some other time.
I don't know what to say.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this, the 10th anniversary of my foundation, I want to thank all of you for being here tonight and for celebrating it with me. But I'm going to cut right to the chase. Education in America is tough. 4 out of 3 people have trouble with fractions. I may have gotten that wrong. But with your help and your genius and your connections in the world of business, finance, and government, we are making a difference in changing America's education. The Peace Fund is making a difference in the lives of children everywhere who are living in very difficult conditions. And for that, I am extremely grateful to all of you. Working together, we have made a difference. This is your victory.
Michael's coming back tonight from Tokyo. Like to make sure he has a hot meal when he gets home. Oh, did you know he bought the Yoshida painting?
Yoshida? I'm impressed.
I know, he's become so passionate about Japanese paintings. You've really inspired him.
Excuse me. I'm absolutely positive that we've met before, but I just can't place it. Do you work in investment banking by any chance?
Anyway, I gotta go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, not at all. It's so good to see you, John.
Great to see you,
Yes.
Allison. Tell Michael we've got to get together soon. I'd love to see his new painting.
I will. I'll let him know. Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to barge in.
Well, that's no problem.
I heard her say your name was John, and I'm just wondering, am I confusing you with someone else?
Possible. I've never worked in investment banking.
Because I'm absolutely sure we've met before. I have a very good memory for faces, and you have a face I can never forget. I was just about to refill my drink. Could I get you something?
Sparkling water?
What, no real drinks tonight?
I don't really drink.
Interesting. Hold that thought. Are you in a hurry?
Not really. Just a little tired.
Cheers.
That doesn't look like sparkling water.
What does it look like?
It looks like champagne.
Oops. Guess the butler must have mixed up the drinks. He should be arrested.
I don't think I'll...
Oh, come on, have a little. I mean, I get you're not into drinking, but a little now and then isn't gonna kill you.
To tell you the truth, I was in a program. I hadn't touched alcohol for a long time. And I never plan to drink again.
I can understand that. This is actually ginger ale. I've never tasted alcohol in my life.
How come?
It's a long story. I couldn't help overhearing that you're interested in Japanese paintings.
It's been a passion of mine for a long time.
Well, I have one at home.
Original or reproduction?
Oh, it's an original.
Who's the artist?
Keiga.
Really? That's my favorite painter.
Well, would you like to see it?
Sure. Just not tonight.
Why not? There's no time like the present.
It's been a long day.
Well, how did you get here?
Taxi. My car's in the shop.
So how about I give you a ride, you come take a look at the painting, and I'll call you another cab.
It'd have to be a quick look.
Quick, like the flash of a samurai sword. Come on, let's get out of here. Bye.
You don't know Marie, but I'm telling you, she's a good person.
Yep. Left with some sugar daddy.
That's actually a sore spot for her.
What do you mean?
Her dad died just after she was born, and her mom... Never mind.
She really is a kind and generous person, but the fact that she never met her dad really left a big hole in her heart.
Oh, so that's why she dates older men?
Okay, so she may not be a role model for stable relationships, but I've never known her to date older men.
Yeah? Well, then what exactly is she doing tonight?
I don't have the slightest idea.
Have a seat. I'll grab us some water.
No need. I'm just gonna look at the painting and head home.
Go on, Marie. Close your eyes. Make a wish. Give me 1 second, baby, okay? Mommy will be right back. What are you doing here? Get out. Get out of my house.
Come here, baby. Give me a hug.
No. 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 Turn around, Murray. Do it!
There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin for many a poor soul. And God, I know I'm one. Now the only thing that you have to need is a warm and handsome wine, and the only time he is satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Oh, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.
So, where were we?
I don't know what you had in mind when you brought me here, but whatever it is, I don't think it's a good idea.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You picked me up, a total stranger, and you drove me to your house.
Picked you up? That's not
Not
what
to
this
mention
is.
our age difference.
What does our age have to do with anything?
It's wrong. How many men do you do this with in a given week?
Wow, I'm sorry, but you don't know me. You know nothing about my life.
That's true. But I used to live like this when I was young, and I know what it leads to. I'm married now, and I don't have eyes for any other women.
You have no right to lecture me.
You're right. I don't. I'm sorry. You never told me why you don't drink.
I saw someone who was drunk do something terrible.
Drinking can make you out of control, whether you're a good person or a bad one.
Are you a good person?
I'm afraid not.
And why is that?
It's a long story.
I'd like to hear it.
It starts with this painting.
The Kega? What does that have to do with your story?
I'll recognize it. Each one is unique. And this one cost quite a bit of money.
How would you know that?
I bought it.
No, this painting was my mother's.
I gave it to her.
You knew my mother?
Yeah. I knew Pam. She loved this artist. And I wanted to do anything in the world to make her happy. even though I didn't have much money back then.
Wait, how did you know her?
Pam and I grew up together. We knew each other as kids. Later, I became her boyfriend. But we never got married. Biggest mistake of my life. I didn't realize I had the most precious thing in life. Love. Pam and I had a true love. She was what you called a chaste woman. She didn't have eyes for anyone else. I was the only man for her. Like an idiot, I didn't see it. You don't get that kind of chance twice in life.
What happened?
My drinking, womanizing. Pam couldn't bear it. So she kicked me out. She was right. I didn't deserve her. And then one day, I found out I had a child with her. A little girl. I went back to see her on her 5th birthday. I was drunk. I just wanted to see my little girl. I just wanted to hug my little girl. But Pam wouldn't have it. She shouted at me. She grabbed a knife.
If you hadn't come that day, she would still be alive.
It should have never happened.
I don't understand. I never understood. How did it happen?
Pam was afraid for you. She wanted to protect you. I don't think she wanted to hurt me. I believe she still loved me after all those years. I sure as hell loved her. I tried to grab the knife. She stepped back and tripped. And when she fell, the knife went into her.
The police said it was an accident. I didn't believe it. I saw how angry she was with you.
I don't blame you. I couldn't believe it myself. I still don't. To this day, I still blame myself for what happened.
Is that when you gave up drinking?
Yeah. Right after that. Drinking, chasing women. I stopped it all. I couldn't do it anymore. And after a while, it seemed like that was a way to honor your mother's memory. It made me a better man. That's how I was able to survive all these years.
I used to ask her about my dad. She told me he died right after I was born. I guess she didn't want me to meet you.
I probably would have done the same thing if I was her. Now I work with handicapped children. Because of my wife, I was able to start a small foundation. That's how I met George. He offered to help. And it's grown into something bigger than I ever dreamed. My wife's the chair now. The children, the foundation, they've brought me joy. Innocent joy. The type of joy that only children can bring. Although, to tell you the truth, all of it is overshadowed by the memory of your mother's death. I've been talking about myself. Tell me something about you.
I recognized you by your scar from that night. How did you get that?
In Japan. When I was young, I spent some time there. Fascinating culture, but they have their shortcomings too, no doubt. They have a unique code of honor. Even today, men will ritually take their lives if they lose their honor.
Were you in the army?
Yeah, I was stationed there. My anger got me into trouble. That's how I got this scar. I got into a knife fight. It was off the military base, and they threw me in civilian prison.
How long were you there?
Not long. The way I fought attracted the attention of a sword-fighting grandmaster.
例のテキサス時に会いに行きました。
着きました。こちらへどうぞ。
He convinced the authorities to release me into his care. I studied under Sensei. I trained with his top disciple, a man I only knew by the Japanese name he had taken, Fumetsu. Sensei was a universal person who transcended all borders. He took people in from all over the world under his wing. They were elite martial artists who desired to deepen their training, but also to fulfill their spiritual ascent. Fumetsu was a special man. He had a distinctive way of imparting knowledge and skills. He went into the essence of things. I mastered the art of the sword. I embarked on a journey of extreme training and discipline. I steeled my body and my mind. I learned the Japanese code of honor. But something was missing. The most important thing of all. I didn't know what it was.
There is a lot of heat in you. You must reduce it.
But how?
By opening your heart. It is where your everlasting spirit resides. And only by opening your heart can you cool the fire of your anger.
I'd mastered the code of honor, but not my heart, my emotions. I couldn't find a valve through which to let go of my anger. I'd reached a ceiling in my training, and I realized I needed to leave Japan. I came back home and pursued my passion at the time, photography. I worked several years as a photographer for a swimsuit magazine. I was no longer in an atmosphere of austerity. Looking all day at models in bikinis eventually had an effect on me. I started to want to go out with all these women. I became a womanizer. Soon after that, I started drinking. That's when your mother threw me out.
Did you ever find that one missing thing? That one crucial thing?
Yes, it was love. Fumetsu was right. Can we turn the conversation to you for a bit? Is there someone in your life? Someone in particular?
I lead a very busy life. Meeting important people, building contacts, relationships. And I guess in the course of that, guys look my way, things happen. It's a busy life. Okay, to tell you the truth, I'm not that proud of it.
Is there someone special among them?
Yeah, I guess there is. His name is Brian. I haven't actually told anyone this, but he proposed to me about a week ago. It wouldn't work with the kind of life I lead.
Marie, marriage is a sacred thing. It's a great thing. Your happiness is more important than all your professional achievements. Don't make the same mistake I made.
Okay, I'll think about it.
No. I want you to tell me tonight.
Why tonight?
Because I may never live to see another day.
Why? Are you sick?
No. Now that I've seen that you've grown into a beautiful young woman, I feel my life is fulfilled. Your mother lives on in you. All the rest is just details.
I don't get it.
You'll never understand the mountain of shame I've carried all these years. I've tried to end my life several times, but I always postponed it because I hoped to see you again. After your mother died, I lost track of you. I had no glimmer of hope that you would ever accept me as your father. Because of that, I decided that I'll take this final step if I ever found you and made sure that you're all right. This is part of my code of honor. Justice must be done.
You can't do that. What about your wife?
She knows how I feel about this. The foundation is in good hands. She will understand.
How on earth will she understand?
She's from that part of the world, Japan. I took this from the sword stand. I hope I have your permission and your forgiveness.
No, you don't. If you do this, I will never forgive you.
There's a place down by the river. Your mother loved it.
You can't do this.
For me, this is justice.
I've already lost my mother. I can't lose my father, too. I need you. I need you to stay. For me, this is justice.
I dreamt a dream, what can it mean? And that I was a maiden queen, guarded by an and I wept both night and day, and he wiped my tears away, and I wept both day and night, and hid from him my heart's delight.
And yes, I promise I'll marry Brian. But you have to promise to walk me down the aisle.
So he took his wings.
You would want me to do that?
Yeah.
It would be my honor. I want grandkids.
Okay.
Lots of them.
Okay. Welcome home, Dad.
I guess we better let Brian know he's going to be a dad.
Don't rush me. Oh, I always carry those with me to parties. You know, for protection.
Really?
No. I trained myself when I was a teenager. A lot of time on my hands.
I never want to get in a knife fight with you.
Well, lucky for you, we're on the same side.
Once a dream did weave a shade o'er my angel-guarded bed, that anemone lost its way, where on grass methought I lay. Trouble wilted and forlorn, dark benighted, travel worn, over many a tangled spray, all heart broke I heard her say.